Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Leverkusen.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. There's the whistle, and here we go. Kuhn makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looks to the other side, and it's Azar. He's found a way through. Great chance! In he goes again. Goal! Arsenal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Schneider! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's a sharp pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Lewandowski. That's a cute ball. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. No foul, says the referee. Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider. Oh, that was vital. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And he's going to be disappointed with that. They get a throw in. First quarter of an hour gone. Rafinha. Oh, that is a nice touch. Rafinha proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Lewandowski, and here's Mbappe. It's Azar! Oh, just over.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And he's managed to get free. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. It's a mighty effort! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's running through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's in a great position here, and he was alert to it. And it's corner. Bayer Leverkusen with the corner, there first. Hangs one in. Vardiol gets it away. In once more. And that has been cleared.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Threads one in. That is a great pick out. Arsenal have it back and can go again. And it's Azar. Guardiola. Some resolute defending there. Looking to play him in. Now it's Lewandowski. The ball goes, he gets big! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Hazard. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rafael Leao. Rafinha. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
It's gone out for a throw-in. There's the crossfield ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Over to the left. And the pass is intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Arsenal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
After the final whistle today. Substitution for Arsenal, number 10, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 27,
and we're off again. No, that's been intercepted. Ambitious ball here. No, again there's no way through. Looking for options for movement. Gavi wins the duel this time. He's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's an imaginative pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good ball! Shot a goal! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's shifting through the gears here. And he's whipped to the... Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Bayer Leverkusen get themselves back into contention.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Attendance for this match was 60,332.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Ah, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the shot! They've done it! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, that's well spotted. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his goes for a shot! Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Bayer Leverkusen really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Can he finish? And that's a good ball. Lewandowski! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Gavi. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's opted for the long pass. Guardiola. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Now he's off and running. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Wriggles his way through. It's come to nothing. Raul. Conte. Can he get it through? And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's gone looking for safety. Batistuta looking sharp there.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Searching pass he's played there. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Rafinha. Conte. Beckenbauer. Raul. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Arsenal really could have done without this. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Arsenal do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here. Arsenal cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Zico. Nice physical challenge. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And it's Serginho. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's being urged to shoot. That's a sharp pass. And here's Mbappe. Serginho reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Threads one in, and this is Lewandowski. Granit Xhaka. Shifted it to the flank. That is ended up in no man's land. Mbappe! Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rafinha. Foden. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rafinha. He is through here! Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Marquinhos. Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Rafael Leao. And here's Mbappe. Bigo gets into some space. Cleared away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries to pass it through, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nuno Mendes is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Into the channel. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Yamal, nice interception, well timed. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe in acres of space out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Has a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
No, that's been intercepted. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Figo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pinches it off him. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Foden. Rafinha take. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Arsenal having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's delightful. It's Zico! Oh, crossbar!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Azar. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Yamal. Oh, it's played into the area. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Figo. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he cuts out the supply. Granit Xhaka, it's a searching pass. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Good chance here! No, he's missed it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Now it's Lewandowski. And that face-to-face chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Azar. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Mbappe. Guardiol, and he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal's cross, terrific header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Figo. And the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's got away. He's well positioned here. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
A case now of complete control. Nuno Mendes. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. And it's played in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's only too happy to take that back. Last chance, perhaps. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Borussia Dortmund give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And the number on the board is 3. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And the lead is extended still further. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Shoots! He scored! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Another one. This must be his personal high. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they've faced as a team. Promotion.
Arsenal get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Oh, that was vital. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. Gavi. And he's in on goal. Yeah. Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! First blood drawn. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Stoichkov. Now it's Kaka. Rafinha promptly onto that, and that is that. Aims beyond the defence. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's Messi. Stoichkov is onto this, and he's managed to get free. Nice interception, well timed. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Well, played right into his path.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always...
Big chance! Sticks it away! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, they've got it again. Serginho. And here's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Gavi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe is herring after that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's got away. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Played back in. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. He is through here. Very nicely done. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Guardiola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rafinha. Lewandowski. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Albert Ferrer deals with that comfortably. Cruyff. For Messi. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Great vision.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Saliba makes the interception. Serginho. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's shifting through the gears. He's got tall. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Serginho threads one in. Lewandowski picks it up out wide. Cross goes in there. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Kaka, given the lift of his goal.
There will be one
Messi.
added time.
Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's picked it up out wide. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Arsenal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed.
So
Thank you
once
very
again,
much for
we're
your cooperation.
underway.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 27,
Edmilson.
Serginho. Coming on the field is
Arsenal come
number
out this
10,
half somewhat altered.
Hazard.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well timed, excellent interception. Spread out to the left. It's an inviting looking ball that. Now it's Lewandowski. That has been slung wide. It's Hazard! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Kaka clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Now there's a fine ball. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zico.
The attendance for this match
Arsenal
was
do have options available on the
60,179.
bench if they want to go that way. He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. Kaka. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Lewandowski. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cruyff. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kaká. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cruyff. Saliba did well to stay calm there. Vinicius Junior! Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Maldini. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neither of these two want to come off second. And Messi!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hazard. Now it's Zico. And it's Messi. And here's Stoichkov. Stoichkov. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Stoichkov demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 6.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Kane. Number 47, Phil Foden.
Kane.
Number 19.
Decent chance! Really well taken goal. And there is his 30th goal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the
Shapes to shoot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! That was easy, almost too easy.
way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Firmino. Looking for options for movement. Real chance here. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Raul is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Now it's Raul. And the shot! It's a loose ball. And another try! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Deco at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion, The game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. The action has already started. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct.
Oh no, this does not look good! Mbappe shifted it to the flank. In towards the back stick. De Ligt can get it clear. Good looking ball. And it's Neymar. Rijkaard. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And they can counter here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Zico. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Zico. Now it's Mbappe. In with the challenge. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Haaland. Lewandowski. Lewandowski puts his foot on the gas. Zico. Succumbs to the pressure. Zico showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe. The ball has bounced loose now. Lewandowski. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Haaland. He's cut it out. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Messi. That's a sharp pass. Serginho. Rijkaard does well to get it back. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi, he's got tall! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ball is over the line. Zico. Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Change of plan here, perhaps.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
That's an excellent interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he get it through? Lewandowski. Now he's off and running. Mbappe! Can he get on the end of this? And that has earned... And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 24, Robert Lewandowski.
There's the start of the second half.
Serginho.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He gets big! He scored! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Roberto Carlos is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Defending of the desperate variety. It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gently done. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe is on it. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's hoisted clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's found a way past. Kane. And this is Kane. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Great chance here from position A1. Zico! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he thumps it clear. Costa Corta. Can he get onto this? And that has put paid to that. Now it's Mbappe. Kane. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Kane. Conte. And this is Kane. Rudiger gets good distance on it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And this is Kane. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted.
Georgia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Kane.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
This might spell danger. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nicely aimed pass. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Now that's well seen too. Arsenal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Messi takes a shot! Hazard has created one goal already. And here's Messi.
Georgia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. Arsenal have their third corner. Climbs up big! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe! Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. And that will be the final act. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against
Well, there is
Barcelona.
here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Has a look and plays it forward. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's not an especially good pass, that. Played out to the left flank. And the shot's on here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Serginho.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Caicedo. And it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rafinha. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hazard picks it up out wide. Quality ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And that's put paid to a promising move. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Lewandowski chasing after it. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, what has happened here? He's away. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi picked out Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. He has found a way through. Look at the it's Zico! Oh, crossbar! Hazard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Kante. Threads one in. That is a great pick. He's having a shot! Nicely aimed pass.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Mbappe. Foot in. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency...
Shoots! Eze.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Eze. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? And this is Batistuta. Guardiola deals with that comfortably. Arsenal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's hit shot at goal! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now, can they get him away? Lewandowski goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal find a position of real strength now. There's the shot! Sticks it away! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 27.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
To replace him is
so, is this the start of a comeback?
Substitution in
Neither
progress.
of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. Here's Beckenbauer. Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. Lewandowski gets flagged offside. No, that's been intercepted. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that's well seen too. Van Basten. Mbappe. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's hoisted clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Jordan Henderson. Rafinha does well to get it back. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. He should have put that one away.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Bellingham clears it away. And he's decided to go for it. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And the through ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. And it's Zico. Now that looks a decent ball. Jordan Henderson. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Van Basten. Chance for Beckenbauer. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Van Basten. Great ball, and he's in here. Isco. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And that is that. Arsenal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Van Dijk completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Oh, no joy this time. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's picked it up out wide. Cross. He rises! Oh, crossbar! He's scored!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Kane duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's gone looking for safety. Musiala. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... There's the shot! Could be danger here. Quarter of an hour played. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Palmer looking to pass their way through. Serginho. Shot could be on, and this is Kane. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Palmer with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Nicely weighted ball. Crosses in it, he's got full. Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blank.
Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
He gets big! Goal! Palmer! And they've got their lead back. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rafinha. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rafinha is herring after that one. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. And it's Bellingham. And that has been slung wide. It's a promising position. Well, what about this cross? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Played out wide, and across it goes. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski. Played out to the left flank. He is through here. Now the cross. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Vardiol with the foul. And he was quick to react. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 42. Numero 6.
Here we go again then.
Lasciano il campo per il numero
Arsenal
18.
really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Zico. João Neves. Fermin. Played out towards the right wing. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's missed, but not by that far. Hakimi. Oh, that's a key interception. Rafinha. Great ball if he can get there. Rafinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Lopez. Fermin! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Parma take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And here's Lewandowski. He's looking wide. Serginho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Hakimi. Knocks it into space. That looks a cracking ball. Hernandez makes the interception. Now it's Vitinha. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. In he goes again! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Mbappe, can he finish? And yes, it's there! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Lopez. Now, can they get him away? Now, that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. And the pass is intercepted. Hernandez. Hakimi. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Lopez.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Go. Oh, that was vital. Cleared without complication. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Kane. That's very neat. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's through here. He's found a way through. Drives it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shifted it to the flank. And it's Serginho. Hernandez with the clearance. And that is expertly dealt with.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Kane, he's got away. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, we're underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one.
Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Jordan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that is expertly dealt with. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Gavi. That's a shade optimistic. Maradona might just make this. Now it's Kukçu. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. Decent progress down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Serginho going face to face with his great rival. Referee has just said play on. He's being urged to shoot. Shot a goal! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
Jordan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square. And the finish! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Arsenal go into the lead. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Maradona. And here's Batistuta. And a chance! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Now, can they get him away? On the through ball, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! It's Ronaldo. Oh, what has happened here? And he's straight offside. Oh, they could be caught out here. Elects. Oh, he gets his head on it! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And they've got rid. Rafinha. Conte. Scholes. He can run onto that. Pass somewhat off target. Gavi. That ball looks a good one. It's Lewandowski! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up. And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lewandowski is onto this. Goes down, but nothing given. That's really well cleared. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Arsenal finding their passes. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Conte. Maradona. Scholes. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Arsenal awarded another corner. Arsenal have their second corner now. Oh, super! He's having a shot! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's become a case of men against boys.
Added time.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Zico. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! Sticks it away! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
They're still trying to make a game of this. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to come off. It's incredible stuff.
Arsenal lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Serginho does well to get it back. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. He's picked his way through, looking to play him in. He has found the way through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Zico taking charge of the dead ball. Just too high. Zico. Van Bouten makes the interception. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now this could be a chance. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Serginho. It's a pretty loose pass. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Oh, he's been caught napping.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Van Bouten. Costa Curta. Maradona.
Oh, really well played.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the and Batistuta against the crossbar. Gavi gets it clear. Stood up well to him there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is just off target. Kuhn sends that a long way. Fernandez Torres! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 27.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 24.
Cleared away.
Lewandowski. Coming on the field, number
Spread
10.
it left.
Hazard. Number 21.
Shot
Hey.
could be on.
Substitution in progress.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Maradona gets into a good... Up he goes! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and...
Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked
After
finish.
74
It looked like he was going to be
minutes
shut down, but he
number
thrives in
24,
situations like that.
Erling Haaland.
And it didn't
Substitution
take him
taking
long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, that's a fine interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's found a way through. And he's intervened well there. Now he's off and running. Kante gets across to intercept that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Maradona. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That is good strength. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Substitution.
Gavi does really well there. He is strong. Zico. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van Dijk with the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's picked out the run. And this is Kane. Takes a shot! And it's in! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Arsenal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Added minute has been indicated.
Added minutes on the board. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. A mere formality. And that's that. Arsenal looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Your final thoughts, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Arsenal against Manchester United.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So off we go then.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That has been cut short. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Osimhen. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Gavi. He shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that is a... Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Osimhen. And they can counter here. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Osimhen. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Serginho. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's there to retrieve it. It's Zico! Oh, taken with style! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lewandowski. Nicely shaped ball. Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Raul played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's fabulous. Rice is onto this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. And this is Zico. Zico! Robertson. Half an hour played now. Raul. Now it's Osimhen. He has a look up. Gavi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's onside. Now that's a fine challenge. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the...
Osimhen. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gabriel. Rafinha. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Couldn't squeeze it through. Real chance! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
2 added minutes.
He
has
does it
been
all with
indicated.
an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And the first half is done.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 27, Serginho. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Hazard.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So now the difference is 3. Now this could be a chance. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Rice, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Rice. Played back in, and he's well positioned here. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Was 60,810.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Gavi. Now it's Mbappe. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rice. Rijkaard. Over to the left. Back into the middle. That's good running with the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he latch on to this? He is through here. Takes the shot. He's put his foot right through that one.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Osimhen, extraordinarily with 4 goals to his name. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good spread. Raul has it out wide and in space. And that is a little undercooked. Driving on and making good progress. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No, that was never going to make it. And it's Rice. Hazard puts his foot on the gas. And that's an excellent interception. Rijkaard. Manchester United finding their passes. Raul. Some really good ball movement. That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Looking for the run. This looks promising, and he's found a way past. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Looking to play him in. Crunching tackle. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hazard. 2 minutes to be added on. Timber. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to...
Real chance! Goal! Besiktas! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay...
And the finish! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's going for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Guardiola brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Puskás. Pedri. Rijkaard. It's Pedri. Looking tidy in possession here. Rafinha. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, that's... and he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Messi might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Now it's Lewandowski, and here's Mbappe, threads one in. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And now the breakaway. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Puskás. Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. There's no flag. Can he finish? And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be...
It's Lewandowski! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Stood up well to him there. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi, and he welcomes it in. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect.
He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Arsenal have their second corner now. Has a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Decent chance! Wirtz. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe! He's scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And yes, it's him again. So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Van Dijk makes the interception. And it's Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rafinha, nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Besiktas looking to pass their way through. Puskás. Messi. Serginho. Guardiol. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that wasn't far away. So their fourth corner of the game. Lewandowski! No, not the best of headers. Guardiol is there and he can pick it up. Pedri. Mbappe! Guardiol does really well to win the ball there. Rafinha knocks it into space. And the pass is intercepted. Gavi, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that could set him on his way. And this is Puskás! And he's surging through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Wirtz. There's a sharp little ball here. Plenty to aim at. And Puskás! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van Dijk goes back to front. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Arsenal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store, where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 11.
Arsenal kick off the second half.
Coming on the field is
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here.
Owen.
So if I was to say anything to them...
Mbappe! And the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Messi. That's a sharp pass. Zico. And this is Lewandowski. Baresi. Pedri. Well read, nice interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Kuhn gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Mbappe. Messi. Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. De Ligt cuts it out. Pedri. Owen. Looking to play him in. Now there's a find. There's the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Owen. He won't be happy with that one.
Owen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
In he goes again! Lewandowski with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Lewandowski did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Owen. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, there's a probing ball. Serginho, who's set up one goal so far. Guardiol, great vision. Lewandowski finds himself offside. Messi, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Little pass back, and here's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Chance, surely! Goal, Besiktas! And they've got their lead back. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Chance! Should have equalised.
Zico clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Eder Militao spots it and intercepts.
Besiktas surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. Marquinhos. That's a lovely, neat pass. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Not got that quite right. Caceres picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Gavi. Now it's Mbappe. Arsenal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they? At least tries a shot!
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And that is goal number 20. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Owen gets into a good position. Nice interception, well timed. And that is as far as it goes. Magic. What a magical football match and genuine